How to Get Student Loan Forgiveness Step-by-Step Guide. When President Joe Biden ran for office, he made an important promise. HHE would cancel student loan debt up to $10,000. After more than a year and a half, Biden finally made the big announcement. The U.S. Department of Education, DOE, will cancel federally held debt up to $10,000 for non-Pell Grant recipients and up to $20,000 for Pell Grant recipients. According to a White House fact sheet, the move could affect up to 43 million borrowers and result in the cancellation of nearly 20 million student loan debts. But there's a catch. Many borrowers must apply for debt relief through the DOE Federal Student Aid Office rather than simply qualifying for it. This primarily entails submitting an application to the federal government that includes income information so that officials can confirm eligibility. The app will be available in early October. Although the official deadline is December 31, 2023, the office advises applicants to apply by November 15 in order to receive forgiveness by December 31 this year when the student loan repayment pause ends. Who is eligible for loan forgiveness? The first and most important consideration is eligibility, because not all borrowers with student loan debt qualify. To begin, forgiveness is limited to federally held student loans. Private loans are not included. And according to the White House, the top 5% of income earners in the United States are specifically excluded from receiving loan forgiveness under Biden's plan. If your income has changed and you're unsure which tax year to use, tax experts say borrowers can use their 2021 or 2020 tax returns, according to News and World Report. According to Bloomberg, the adjusted gross income or income less certain adjustments is taken into account when calculating that threshold number. Even better, if you made payments on your student loan during the payment pause, which began on March 13, 2020, you may be eligible for a refund. To begin, contact your loan servicer to request a refund. After the money has been refunded to you and reapplied to your balance, you can apply for student loan forgiveness for the amount owed prior to making those payments during the grace period. This means that if you earn more than $125,000 as an individual or $250,000 as a married couple, you're ineligible for this program. According to the Department of Education, the vast majority of federal funds for student loan relief, nearly 90%, are going to borrowers who are no longer in school and earn less than $75,000 per year. It's worth noting that current students, not just those who have graduated from college, can apply for student loan forgiveness. Their eligible income, on the other hand, will be determined by their parents' annual earnings rather than their own. Borrowers who have debt but have not completed their degree are also eligible. In order to reach out to more low-income borrowers, the federal government will offer loan forgiveness of up to $20,000 to Pell Grant recipients. However, these funds are insufficient to cover a student's entire college career. They only cover about a third of the cost of college, requiring many Pell Grant recipients to take out additional student loans to cover expenses. The effort to target Pell Grant recipients is an attempt to address economic and racial barriers to college attendance. Borrowers of color are more likely to receive these grants than their peers. According to the White House, black borrowers are twice as likely as white borrowers to have received a Pell Grant, and nearly every Pell Grant recipient came from a family earning less than $60,000. In total, approximately 27 million borrowers may be eligible for up to $20,000 in student loan forgiveness. How can I apply for loan forgiveness? The process is relatively simple, with one important exception. The Department of Education has not yet posted the application, so borrowers will need to keep an eye out for updates. To begin, not every borrower will be required to complete an application. According to the Federal Student Aid Office, nearly 8 million borrowers already have their income data available to the DOE and may be eligible for automatic debt forgiveness. If your income information is not yet available, the simplest way to find out when the application is available is to sign up for the DOE Federal Student Loan Borrower Updates at this link and select the top option. When the application goes live in early October, you should receive an email. It is best to gather all necessary documentation before posting the application. Although the DOE has not specified what this will entail, it is likely to include prior tax returns and any other documents containing income information. Borrowers can apply for relief by December 31 if the application is available by November 15. According to the office, relief will take between 4 and 6 weeks. After the federal student loan repayment pause ends on December 31, 2022, applications are still valid, but there is a deadline to apply December 31, 2023. How long will it take to get student loan forgiveness? The Department of Education has provided little information about the length of the application process. The best hints come from a line in the White House fact sheet that says it will be a simple application process. Borrowers can expect relief within 4 to 6 weeks of submitting an application, according to the DOE. Although debt forgiveness is generally considered taxable income, according to U.S. News, Biden's plan does not allow federal student loan repayment to be subject to federal income tax. However, according to tax experts who spoke to the outlet, at least 6 states, Arkansas, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Mississippi, North Carolina, and Wisconsin may require borrowers to pay state income tax on their debt forgiveness, so it's important to plan ahead of time.